which parameter we need to use, but we can do this with the parameter.
Okay.
Have you created any user group before?
No.
Okay, so it has do F4 here on user group, on user group.
Okay.
Here we have symbol like, okay, here we have three user groups.
SO.
You can put your approved, so yeah. We are not already approved. This time is the
Actually, I don't know why, but I'm not able to hear you clearly.
let me try with other headset system. Now is it better?
Yes, now it's better.
Okay, you can do F4. In the user group, you have search symbol. Post the user
Yeah.
group. Yeah, do that. You call it as F4. Here you can get all the user group which are currently available in the system.
Okay.
So there is one transaction called SUGR.
Okay. Super.
So from that you can create the user group. So you can do /O SUGR. Parallelly, next session will be created in user group. Okay. Here, whichever user group you want to create this, enter the name, click on create, and give the description, user group will get created.
Okay, so group is created and now.
From here also you can assign, but the standard method is to assign it from SU0 user group.
Okay. Okay, so now once I have created a group, here I can add user list of users
Yes.
which I want to include.
But
under that.
it not reflect this. Give the text and say text here and say and create that user which you were creating previously. In that user, don't assign any user group. Once you create now, we will try to assign the user here and let's check whether it get reflected or not.
Okay. So now here.
Validity.
Mostly we give it some.
12.9 4 times 9. It's the standard validity for added directly from here you will not do. 31 12 4 times 9. Yeah, then we can say we haven't checked the rows. What is that we are having here? Okay, user has created. Now go to that SUGR and assign the user group.
Okay, so let me save this. Okay.
Let's go to the change. See and check whether it's get reflected in your user or not. It's not there. Go to group tab, post profile. So whatever user group you are assigning to message here, that get listed in this group, not in logon group.
Okay.
So that's why standard method is to assign it from logon data, not from that SUGR or from this user group. Because most of all the filters we applied on SUIM, it's from this login user group, not this user.
Mhm.
It's for assigning multiple user groups to user, and the main user group will be we will assign from logon data only.
Okay, yeah, but
So from default, you can change the time format and all.
mhm. Yes, yes, follow everything. Parameters and role as per the requirement.
Check what exactly role you are having. You can decide which type of user you want to create.
Okay, so if I want to uh, uh, create uh, create a user who can what we can say add or delete user kind of this thing. So accordingly, I need to identify the role and
Here,
give it.
you define the role and then only you can do that. Or you just create a role like a basis administrator and you can access the basis role directly.
Okay,
Go to page.
where
You're aware about this user, right? User creation and all.
user creation? No, actually not.
You said now that you have created some
Yeah,
users.
I have created users and everything. So how to assign role and all that I know, like systems and everything. But how to identify that role and everything. So if it is given clearly which roles should be given, then yeah, definitely I can. But if there is anything like I got a request that you need to create a user with this access, then how we should go about like which are the roles uh, which have all this access or authorizations.
Okay, but no, you're aware about your security. Means we can avoid this user creation, and then we can jump to other topics. Role creation.
Yes, yes.
Just create one user with reference user type and I will see how. Here,
Okay,
assign any role to user. We will change it to reference. Did
okay.
you change more? No, okay, not this. Here, go to the change more, assign any role to user. No, post this. Post that you have changed. Cancel. Before cancel. You are in display mode. That's no,
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Yeah.
into the role tab. Here role. Do F4. The role. Go to the single role. Star basis star security star. Yeah, send it. See, yeah, go to the logon data. Here, change the user type to reference. Logon not possible. To save.
Same.
Create another new user. First one. No, click it. It's for internal. Yeah, give the details as a normal. Username. We are in this user, we are going to refer that user.
Okay.
So role tab. Yeah. Here, go to the reference user. Add the user which we have maintained as a reference. A test. Enter. Now, you can see Now you cannot see any role assigned to this user, but this test one will have same access as a test initial password. I think we can assign profile up to 314, 314 profile to one user. If we
Okay.
keep 314, then what you will do? So you can, in that case, you can use the reference user concept. So you have 314 plus 312 profile. You can assign to user if you use it, because here nothing is getting added to this test one's profile. It is directly referring whatever is available with the A test.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you have any common set of roles which you need to assign to each and every user, like 10 to 12 roles, it's mandatory to assign to user. Then you can create one reference user with that 10 roles, and to whatever new user ID you are creating, you can assign that as a reference, so that every time you can avoid that assignment of 10 roles. In that way, you can assign the reduce the max profile issue.
Okay.
Yeah, for some users like basis or any for some, like if you have big organization and managing too many access, in that case it is possible that you may face the max profile issue. If you can assign so many roles to user, at the we cannot assign unlimited roles. There is some limit. So if you are assigning any new role, system will not allow, because it's exceeds the whatever the threshold we are having for profile role assignment. In that case, the reference user will help.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have requirement for creating one user or assigning the access of ME21N to this A test user, A test one. So for
Okay.
that, we don't know what exactly role we are having, because they have just given us the transaction code.
Yes.
So some transaction code check the organization value, some are just check the authorization object. So if check the organization value, then we need to check with the user for which organization you need access. Like if it is ME21 checking the company code, then you need to ask user for which company code you need access for ME21, because we cannot provide it for staff. It's not best practice to us provide all access to all users. If you have 100 companies in your SAP system, and if you're providing star access, then anyone from other company can access data of other company. User can access data of A company as well as B company. It's a not.
Okay. Yeah.
I should not access data of any other company for which I'm not supposed to. Like if I'm working for A company, then I should not display or write anything for the B company. So from authorization only we can restrict that. For that, we should whenever we are assigning any role, we should check for what organization the role is. So go to SUIM. Transaction is SUIM to check the rules or check any missing. Okay. Go to the role tab. Okay, I will explain you first SUIM. So here it's SUIM is a user information system. From here you can check whatever, like what user it is, username, user group, and their company details. What are the user who has not logged in from last 60 days, 90 days, user with inactive password, inactive user, or log data, and role. Like if you have a transaction, then you can find the role. If you have the role, you can find the transaction. With the authorization object, you can find the role. So there are multiple combinations from which you can find what exactly you need. So here we are user, role, profile, authorization, object, transaction, comparison, where used, and change document. So whatever changes you are doing, it get recorded. If you go to change document and enter the user ID as a best, then you and execute for today, then you can see what exactly actions has happened with user ID best. So for the change document, last step, change document. Okay, open this. No, expand the tool. Here you have option for role assignment, For role profile, like whatever changes will go happen on role, who has added any Pico to the role, who has removed Pico, what authorization object and values get maintained in the role. You can check also that to complete change document for role modification, creation, user creation, and user modification, all the things. So go to the user here. No. In the change
No.
document, change manager, change document user. Yeah, expand for user, change history for user, first one. No, don't click on execute. This is a report. Here, RS USR 100N. It's a report for user, change document user.
Okay.
And the respective T code is this one, transaction S underscore BC. Okay. So SUM is a combination of multiple T codes and multiple T codes.
Oh, okay.
Clear? Yes. Go to for user execute. Here we have execute symbol. No, user. For user, before that you have circle like no. Just in change document only, not that. For user, you have a circle like symbol.
Yeah.
Yes, click on that. It's execute. Okay, here change by. You have second option as change by. In the user, change by. No, not this. In this,
Yeah. Change by. Yeah.
enter the best and remove the user ID. That user, yeah, remove that. Just scroll down. Scroll down from right. Okay, here you have option to select what exactly you want to check. User creation, deletion, or log, unlock. If you sometime what happens now for the system user usually, uh, if any system user get locked, they ask the password reset and lock unlock status for that change history for that. So you need to provide select the respective like administrator lock, incorrect lock, administrator lock release, then password, so that you can get to know that who has done the last password reset as user and lock on that user. So here select everything. Yeah. Okay. And go to role tag. If you have anything like for particular role, if you want to check the history, then you can provide the role name and profile name. Or if it is staff, then just select these two and execute. Yeah, post save, you have execute button. For
Click on
anything,
exit.
yeah. Execute. Here below you have three dots. Just scroll down. Here you have three dots in the horizontal line. In the last horizontal line, you have three dots.
Yeah. Okay.
Stick to that and scroll up. Just do it. Yes, you can see this a test user has created with the initial password. Previous validity was 000. Then you have changed it to this. Personal number address. Okay, we are not done. Then you have mentioned previously the user type, change type. It was A, now means dialog, older value was A, then means dialog, then new value is L, that is reference. You have assigned this role. So for everything, and here you are getting the transaction. If you assign same thing from S to 10, then you will get the transaction S to 10. If you assign it from user from row PFCT, then you will get the PFCT. So from whichever transaction you are doing it, you will get the transaction in as. So this is a change document for users. Same like you will get the change document for role as well. For role assignment, role modification, deletion, mean,
Mhm.
whatever things you are doing, you will accordingly. As per your requirement, you will.
Requirement, like all the operations which we are doing. So
Yeah.
relevant tab I need to go
SU,
and
handling the SUM is a bigger task. Like we should know how, in which format you need data, from which tab you will get the data, and
Mhm.
how you will use that. This is a very important thing you should know. And you can also download this. You had
Yeah.
here this post that envelope previous to that envelope. Yeah, download
Mm,
local file where you can select which format you want. In the, if you want to copy in the Excel directly, in the select the last one in the clipboard, the data will get selected, copied, and you can directly to the control will be in your Excel. It will copy.
Okay.
You can, or you can save. It's download also. It's as per authorization only. If you not provide authorization for downloading file, user cannot download.
Okay.
So cancel this and to just back to this one. Backpack. This is for enter. Who yeah, previous to SAP. That is it. You have SAP name.
Yeah, yeah.
Back. So this is for the change document. Here you can explore like role assignment. If you want to check role assignment and role modification, then we have other option for role assignment, for role, for profile authorization,
Mhm.
authorization for. So accordingly, you can check the change document. Okay. Then for the user, if you have requirement to get the list of inactive users from the system, so go to the
Mhm.
user tab first. Yeah, expand. Here you have cross system. If you have sent first is cross system. If you are CUNA, then in that
Mhm.
case you need to use this.
Yes.
Here we don't have, so no need to use this. And
Mhm.
for the by user by address data, if you have, you know, for which company if you want to extract the data, and from
Mhm.
by address data you can click to execute by address data. Here you can use the department, cost center, and company communication path. In the communication path, if we give the company name, so
Mhm.
the SU01 in address data below we have the option for company.
Okay. So
You can open SU01 just to compare.
so I need to select any company here.
Yes, you need to provide it properly. If you don't have, na, go to
Mhm.
SU01 and then check. I think F4 is not here.
I
This
think
is
here we are.
it should be on.
No, I think this is
Backslash n SU01. No, we have open.
okay. Okay. Okay.
User
Mhm.
ID, status, something. Display. Yeah, go to change it. You can go. Just scroll down. Scroll down. So come to address data means whatever attributes you are maintaining in the address. You can
Mhm.
find the user. So here you go to the change display mode. Oh, yeah. Yes. It's not mentioned default is there. We close this. The first option in the company area. That is to assign other company. So here a company has not yet created its default. You can create. Transaction is SUCOM to create company. So here the company is different for address data and the company for your authorization like bookers and for vendor
Mhm.
master is different.
Mhm.
So for
Okay.
You can create for address data, you can take the reference like if you have company for 1,000, if you have description like if it is for Germany, you can take the Germany, you can take the address, but that it will never match. So that is different. This is a different. This is company only for the address data purpose, for validating the user, like for extracting the user from the same company, and for group purpose. If you have that for authorization check.
Okay. So for like creating.
Transition is SUCOM. Translation SUCOM. Write down the transition as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Right. Yes, you come, right?
Yeah. Here you can give the username or the external like anything. Well, as per your like Ambikeya, you can do that. Create. No, not. Don't use that. You can create. Here you can give a title, address data, zone and all.
The special
It
characters.
automatically.
Huh? Sorry.
Yeah, you can enter special
Special
characters.
character. Okay.
And country and time zone is mandatory. I used to. I used to.
So
What is it? Do it.
where? Oh, yeah,
In
here,
time
F4.
zone. Time zone. Check what time zone we are having for India. No daylight saving.
What do you say?
Yes.
Okay.
You can assign this company to your test user ID.
Okay. So now here, like,
First option, other company. From here also it will, you can create the company. This, and see. You can see the complete company with postal code and everything as your application. See. And now go to the SAM. Copy this company name. Here you can directly. You have just entered with the Ambikeya. Star Ambikeya star.
here, star Ambikeya star.
Okay. Directly execute. F8 is for execute. So you have one user with this company name in your system. So if you have multiple companies in the system, then it's better if someone asks you for the users, then directly username, and you will get the list of companies. Because to system like security people, usually the business analyst, the business people ask this kind of data to validate their users. Whether data means their users are proper, like no other user from other company is able to access their data.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Likewise, that's why they asked. We should aware that from where we are getting the company name, where is it,
Mhm.
in which option we are in which SAM option we have option to enter the company name. It's address data. Okay, go back, go back. So here it's done with the address data. Then there is complex selection. Want to select complex, in complex all the options are mostly available.
Mhm.
Like authorization, transaction, and everything. In first option, like user by complex selection, if you click on that, it's a combination of all the below things like user ID, role, profile, authorization. It's
So like,
log on India here.
yeah.
It's user group. The user, okay, it's a general level user group. Then here, from here, you can check user with administrator log in the password selection below.
Mhm.
Select by log. Here, with the administrator log or without log, password incorrect, or with product to password, initial password, you can check with the validity, with license type, with the cost center.
Mhm.
Okay. This is for complex selection. You just scroll up. In the user password, user log, just click on that. Here, here set means user log. If user with administrator log, then
Mhm.
you with all the user with administrator log.
Okay.
Not set means user is not logged
Okay. Yeah.
accordingly. Then here second is default parameters. So whatever the default from language or output device, if you want to extract the data from here, you can extract. If you have any role and profile, and if you want to check whatever the roles uses with that role, you can go to the role tab, enter the role name, you will get that. Okay, here also you have option to enter the transaction code. So for transaction code, if you have, then you can directly provide the transaction code and you will get the list. Same
Mhm.
for the authorization. Enter the
Yeah.
authorization objects, their values, and you will get the user list.
Oh, yeah.
Like this
So,
role and authorization, you can get from the role tab as well.
mhm. Yes.
There are so many options. You can get the data from other options as well. It is not like you need to come here only. You
Mhm.
just need to have hands-on SUI, so that you can get the proper data. There is two options. Like you can extract from SUI or you can extract from tables.
Okay.
So you should be aware about both. Like in interview, no one will ask you for the option in SUI. They will ask you for the tables. What is the table for individual password entries in US application? There are different tables they will ask. If I
Okay.
want to extract this data, then which table I need to extract, or which
Mhm.
table I need to combine, which table I need to combine to get this data. So that kind of things. Usually not as but some interviewers ask.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, go back. Here we need a role with ME21 transaction. Okay, we need to assign that. So go come to the role. This you can collapse this complete user
Yeah.
user. Yeah. Go to the role by complex. Once we create user, now I will role. Then I can explain you this better. Like here, previously here the last three option were not available with the previous release. It's new with S4 and new release. Like search for single role with authorization data, search for application in role menu, search for startable application in role. So
Access.
these three are new. So
Okay.
data also you will get in new format. Okay. So here we will check the first role by complex selection criteria.
Execute.
Yeah, execute. Here, you come scroll down. Here you have three options in the selection according to user assignment. So whatever roles we are assigning to user in production, so we every time we select with the valid assignment of user. We never assign any role to user which is not assigned to, means without any user assignment. If you have one role which don't have any role assignment, but you are getting that role in your search. So we usually never assign that kind of role because it is not get used by any user. Maybe it's a development role or quality role, and we were not aware like why this role has created and why no one is using that. So it's better to assign the role with the reference or the role which is used by any user. The valid assignment, make it as a blank. Here also you have option include reference user, display list of roles or user assignment. If blank means any user. If
Okay.
role is assigned to any single user also, you will get that. Scroll down. Here you have option to add the transition. Type of application is transition. Here is this week selection by assignment, assigned application in menu. So here we are selecting which transition which are available in role menu. So here ME21N or S01 we can select any so that we can check what are the roles available here. Enter the T code name transaction.
Yeah. M.
No, here below you can enter the T codes here. Enter the T code. ME21N. Okay, 21N we don't have. ME21. Remove N.
Yeah.
Enter no, enter it. This article does not exist.
Okay.
Because it's not available. SCC code, you can enter SCC code.
E.
SCC code. Oh, okay. Enter, select any people. No problem. SCC code, client administration.
Okay.
Okay, these are the roles which are available for the client administration in the system. Hold on. So here, GS, it's mostly standard roles are available. Okay, Amol, I will tell you, now we will jump to PFCG. When you, as assignment, create some roles as a user transaction, or you just extract the transaction from different modules like basis, security, FFMM, FIMM, and then you can create the role. Then you have hands-on you can see the different authorization objects for different group, and you will have hands-on role creation. Okay, first go to PFCG transaction. Because here we don't have any specific rules. It's standard. Backslash PFCG. PFCG is for the role creation. Okay, role creation, role modification, role deletion. We use this transaction. Here you have two options: single role or composite role. So we have. Do you need PPT or it's okay to just yeah in the way I'm telling you?
No, I think for now, like we can go with like you just guiding me, and we will do.
Okay, so we have different types of role. One is single role, composite role, master role, and derived role. So now first we will go through the single role only. Then tomorrow I will tell you the master and derived concept. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Here we will follow one standard naming convention just to identify which kind of role we are creating. Open a notepad.
Open.
A notepad.
Okay, notepad. Yeah.
Because every company follows some naming convention for the role. So there is no meaning just directly creating any role. So for here, for single role, what should we, single role, what prefix you want? Okay,
Yes.
for D for, yeah, S for single role, okay.
Okay.
Then D for derived role.
Oh.
Then M, then master rule, M for master rule or template rule. We can call it as a master or template. Then C for composite rule. Okay. The first ever role will start with the prefix with the type of role. Okay.
Okay.
Then if you have different, if you are working with the client with the different countries, then it comes to country. Then your role name will become, if it is a single row, res colon or res underscore anything if you want. Yeah. Then if it is a underscore, if it is India, then IN. Only two. Who don't
Okay.
have habit of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then underscore, then module,
Oh,
MMBC, SAP and then underscore, then type of rule, like not the type of rule, description, like in inventory, you can say, INV, or what exactly rule you are having, so you can maintain that description, T-code description or your inventory management, or if it is a FI, then payroll management.
okay, so we need to write the, I think, entire thing. It will be
Like that.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, that role should be self-explanatory, so
Yeah.
that you can aware what exactly it contains. No, MM it doesn't contain payroll. So
Yeah, yeah.
if implementing payroll, then make it as a FI role.
Let's do it in.
But then underscore, if it is a display role, underscore display. If it is a change role, then they change.
Okay. So if I want to give entire name inventory management, then it should be continuous, no space, right?
Yeah, no space. We have 30 limits of 30 character per role.
Okay. And is this case sensitive?
No,
Okay.
underscore D for display, W for change.
Okay.
So from now here onward, we will follow this naming convention for creating any role, so that we will also aware for which country, which module, and for what purpose we are creating the role.
Mhm. Right.
Yes. Keep it with you, it's handy.
Yes.
So, create. So from here, from Google, so you can extract the list of all the MM related features, which are part of MM. Like Migo is one of that. Migo transaction, MIGO. Migo is MM transaction. So create one role for Migo. You use this our role name. No, you can use the inventory management, no problem.
Okay.
Or you can from Google, you can check what are the rules for inventory transaction for inventory management. Then you can, or
Okay.
just we can also do one thing. Go to SC93.
SE.
93. It's a key code for creating any new key code. Do F4. No, not the change. Go to F4. Here we are checking the from here in the short description in the star INV star. No, in the short description. Execute below. Click on right, just right here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is this inventory management. Display. Maybe not this one. Okay, maybe the different ones. Not in that. Um, just back. In the application, enter do F4 again. So whenever we get this kind of request, we get the transaction name as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Remove the default. And here you have below application component. Yeah, star material star. Enter. It's again not selection. Okay, just enter the micro transaction on my key.
No.
First, go to PFCG and 23 and 23 and also 23 transaction. PFC.
Okay.
Enter the role name.
Can we do like copy paste in the
Yeah,
system?
you can do the copy paste.
Okay.
Click on single role. No, this role is not available. You need to click on single role. And then go to the menu. Second tab. Then enter the keywords here.
Yes.
Enter, yes, click on it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, click on transaction. Yeah. So enter MI01, MI04, MI02, MIGO, NEO, GO.
MIGO.
Yeah, click on enter.
Percent transactions.
Okay, remove first thing. It's a RESTful system. In this system, yeah, it's GRC RESTful. Because I'm not able to see the most of transactions here. Check the system type.
Okay, so now what should I do?
Cancel, cancel, click on cancel. Transaction not available. Close it, you can close. Remove it. If system is not available to close it.
Yeah.
Close it from here. Select and remove. Select all and delete. Today you have select all option. Yes, here also you can remove. Delete.
It is not allowing.
Uh, in the assigned transaction code that you have plugged and then you have removed.
Oh,
Remove, click on remove. Yeah. In delete row. Delete. Remove one by one. When it becomes red, become red, remove it. Select and backspace. Click on enter. Close. Go to more. I think it should be RC system.
Go
Okay.
to more. Okay, yeah.
System status. The product version. In the system data, you have product version. SAP system. Below your search symbol, click on that. It's the GRC system. That's why the transactions are not available. All production available. So here, the thing is, whatever type of system you are having, accordingly the transaction is available in the system.
Okay.
If it is
So-
like this system is GRC and we are trying to search MMP, it's not available.
Okay. So now, like,
Set other system or create any create the role for SU01 or create basis related things. Change the role name and create basis.
okay, so now we will create role.
Yeah, we can create basis security and we can create.
Yeah.
Change the role name. Go back. Change the role name here. Instead of make it as a basis client management.
So this system is now S4.
It's a GRC system.
Okay. This
Client.
is
No, description is client management. And then client, sorry, basis client management understood. So click on single role. So for creating, you will have two options: create single or complete. Go to the menu. Add T-code transitions. I will explain you all these nodes and everything. SCC1, SCC1, SCC4, SCCL. Mostly SCC related transactions are the people. If you click on enter, this means finish only three are sufficient. Client copy, client administration, local client. SCC5 is for deletion, client deletion. You have, I think, till 8, SCC 8 till 8, we have to go.
okay.
Okay, here go to authorization tab. Here you can see in the menu, the T codes get added. These are the T codes, you can get it, that get added. You can also add services from the menu, web info services, auditor services, query catalog, and query group. Okay, we will move this post this step. First, we will start with basic role creation. Okay, scroll down. Here you have two options: change authorization data, export mode for profile generation. So we click on export mode for profile generation. Okay, yes. Okay, directly to direct, no problem. So here it has taken like read the old status and merge with new data. Expand one every tree. Okay. So S underscore T code, whatever T code you are added, it get added in the S underscore T code. So this is a authorization object for T code, S underscore T code. Here you can see it's a display. We cannot do change over here. We cannot maintain S underscore T code. If you want to add any T code, you need to go back, add in the menu only. You don't have option to add it from here. If you add any manual entry in of S underscore T code here, then only you can add the T codes manually in the row. But it's not standard practice. If you want add, it's better to add from menu. Then only this authorization object will get fetched in the row, else not. You can only add the T code. The authorization object will not be there. In the
Okay.
row. Add it manually. So if above side you have option to add manually. Manually. Change role authorization below that. Post, delete, and all. Go up, yeah, manual. Yes. If you want any authorization object manually, then you can add it from here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So if I want to, like, currently we have given display and I think deletion. So if I want to give modification, I can enter it from here.
No, you are not given display or anything. You have just added tickets now. Now we are going to
Okay.
maintain that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all these transactions are change transaction. No transition. SCC1 is copy, client copy. SCC4 is administration. SCC5 is deletion. And SCCL is local client copy. So all the transaction are change transaction. Now we will make it as a access will be the display. Close
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, here we open each and every authorization object. So above expand. Okay, here activity. Go to the change mode of the activity. No, first S underscore CLNT IMP. So data import from client copy. Go to the change mode. You have pen symbol over here. No, just stick to one authorization object. S underscore client. Yeah. Here you
Yeah.
have option 20 and 60.
Yes.
So before 20 and 60, you have pen symbol of
Yeah.
pen.
Okay. Yeah.
Go to there, go there. Okay. From here you can check this. 21 is for transport, 60 is for import. If you want to transport any data, then transport access, you should give access to 21 and for import 60. Okay. It's not that much critical. Means it's not a change, complete change. So you can keep it.
Okay.
Close this, and if you want to deactivate this authorization object, so go to up, yeah, here from here you can deactivate.
Yeah.
So close this authorization object. So now we need to maintain activity as display because it's our display role. So 61 is not exact change, so that's why we are not removed. Go to S underscore data set. Expand. So once task for one authorization get complete, just close that tree so that it will be easy for you to check. Not it will close each and everything.
Okay.
Okay. Expand this. So here you can see 60, 06, 33 and 34. I think 34. Read right data. So you should be aware what activities for which. So right, we are not going in this role, it's a display role. So we should remove delete and write access. Only read, we are going to provide only read. I will give the table for activity. Like 03 is for display, 01 is for create, 02 for change. So SU01. So here 01 is create.
Okay.
SU02 is not for change for user, but SU01 is for create change maintain. And XK01. XK01 is for create, XK02 is for change, XK03 is for display. So some older transaction follow this 0102 method. Whatever activity number you're having now, it's for that activity. So 010202.
Okay.
From that also you can identify which type of people it is. But for some, it's not thumb rule. It for some transaction it works.
Okay.
Okay, and now here you can see it's one instance get deactivated automatically. Previously, we only
Next
have one
one.
or yes, we call it as a one instance authorization. So previously we only had one. So once you remove that 06 and 34, system has created another one with activity 33 and it's had deactivated the previous one. So it is a standard. That's why it happened. If it is a
Okay.
manual one, then this kind of thing never happens. Means for this transaction, this is a mandatory authorization object which are going to be and that will maintain in S224 standard.
Yes.
So with anything, any activity or any authorization you are removing with standard authorization object, you will create a new the system will create new authorization object and deactivate the previous one.
Okay.
So there is a
Yes.
change. Okay, so here in the program and feed, you can maintain star.
Yeah. I should go to change now.
Yeah, change. Maintain full authorization or maintain directly star. S underscore data set is a critical authorization, but as we are maintain display, that's where maintaining star value is not. If it is right, then we should provide the proper program name and with the file access.
So just start this.
Yes, and file name star, file name address star. Okay, so yeah, you can reduce then SWCLI. So these are the some basic authorization objects usually you can see in the role, and these are the very most critical one as well. So if we check the description S underscore tab underscore this. So this is for table related authorization, cross client table maintenance. So in each system you may have multiple client or single client. If you give access for maintaining the data for cross client, then from one system you can maintain the or modify the data of other client as well. Like if you are entered in client 100, then you can change the data for client 200 as well. So mostly we never provide access for cross client maintenance. Only for the same client we provide, not for the cross client.
Okay.
Okay, go to change mode here, the pen symbol, check what are the options we are having here. It's deactivate. Okay, select below one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
deactivation. Where you are not allow maintenance of client, cross client, allow maintenance. So never provide X in X database. X is for cross client administration. Cross client table maintenance. Okay, okay, then SW this. So whatever this is for the authorization group, table group. Table maintenance using standard tools such as SM30. So whatever the table you want to maintain from SM30, so for table maintenance, transaction is SM30, and if you want to display any table, it's SE16. So here it's a basis. All the tables which we added that are related to basis. That's the in the describe. If you see the table authorization group with SS.
Yes.
So SS is a table. All the basis related tables are available in the auth group SS. So here SS is a group. So if you provide access to change, then all the tables comes under group SS. You are providing access for that. Here, if the system has provided change, create, change, and display 01, 02, 03. So means from this we are providing access for all the tables which are under group SS. Access is change, create, and display. So we don't want that. We only want the display. So make it a display. And you can add the display change document 08. So activities are same throughout the system. So in whatever authorization object is, the activity will remain same. Like 03 is for display. So in entire SAP, it's 03 is for display. What in whichever model you have. Like if it is GRC, S4 or any HR system, so 03 is for display. So you need to be aware what is the activity name and description. So deactivate this instance.
Deactivate.
The last yellow one instance which is in yellow. Yeah, deactivate that because we have maintained in one. There is no meaning to your other active. Okay. Now it's S user group. So whenever you are checking authorization object, check the description. Yeah. Authorization role check. AGR means role. Okay.
Oh.
S user AGR means here whatever authorization which we can perform on role. So here, if we click on activity, it's change, delete, and import. Sorry, create, delete, or transport. Given transport 60 is for input. So you can create a role, you can delete role, or you can transport role, any role, because here in the group role name it's a star.
Okay.
And here if you assign 21, 22 access, enter include assign, then in the PFCG, there is a tab called users. From there you can assign users to the role.
Okay.
Enter include assign, it's for that. So for we just keep the display because it's not a security related role, it's a basis related role. So any role, if you have thousands of roles but that are not so related to security, so never maintain change access related authorization object related to security. So S underscore user all are related to security. S underscore user star. So AGR means role, group means on the group access. Just yeah. Expand the group, AGR group, sorry, user group. So here class is maintained star. If you want to provide access for any particular user group, whichever we have created in SUGR, change create access on that, like SD. For SD user, if you only want to provide access for SD people only, then you will maintain the user group by the SD service desk, and activity will be only password reset in user. Then the SD
Okay.
can only do the password reset of their own team, not of any other team. Or you can exclude any range. You can maintain in range as well. Like if you don't want SD people should do the password reset of their own user group, then you can maintain in the star. Sorry, in the range. Exclude SD and maintain up. Go to change activity. Here. From 05 na, it's log on.
Yeah. Select करो.
नहीं. ठीक है ना, जास्ती नहीं होता ना.
नहीं.
Then yes, user profile is for profile related.
Yes, user.
Basically, 5 to 6 days now you will be aware about authorization object and this is the new view of PFCG. If you want to switch to older version, there is an option to switch as well, because this is exclusive for S4 and newer release. Some people feel like it's very difficult to use.
This is the first system which I'm using, so I think whatever I'm doing is the best right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't have
the other version as well.
Yeah. So
From where to switch that?
yeah.
I just forgot about the switching option.
Yes, and
Here you have
yeah.
status. Okay, I change the activity. There are some mass transaction from where you can make it as a display. like maintain activity as display and remove other thing else.
Mhm.
That option also we are having, but previously just practice in this way only.
Okay.
In the interview, they will ask you all about all these authorization objects. Means I'm
Mhm.
telling about interview perspective as well, because these are the critical authorization objects. They will ask you question like, if you don't want, if there is a requirement to provide access for any table, how you will
Mhm.
provide access to the only particular table or only two tables. We don't have access for entire group of table, but only one access for particular table. So from SW this you can provide access for group of table. There
Mhm.
is another one authorization object called S underscore taboo underscore nam. Go to manual, add it manually. S underscore taboo TABU S underscore TABU. It's a case, I mean, not case sensitive underscore nam. Name.
Okay. Enter.
Here it's a name, table name. From here you can directly provide a name of the table for which you want to provide the access. Not means group is not necessary. You can
Mhm.
directly calculate this, double this, and you can just provide the name of few tables. Then user can access only that particular table, not the entire group of the table.
Mhm.
There is another
So,
one authorization object for line level. You can provide access for a particular set of lines of the table, not the entire table. So that is SW link,
is taboo link
LIN, link.
LIN. Okay.
Yeah. So for mostly they ask for the name only, how to provide, from where you can provide, whether you should activate this or not. Establish this. It is very critical role. Then we
Mhm.
can only provide the authorization through established name. Then we can avoid the larger exposure of data.
Okay. See, now I have added num. Then I'll go and modify all these things.
Yeah.
Table.
Established name you can enter the table name directly.
So here I need to mention the table name, which I need to be.
Maintain AGR underscore AGR. It's for role. Composite and single role mapping. AGR underscore AGRS. AGRS. It's for composite role mapping. And now from here you can check. But thing is, in this role, you don't have access for SM30, SE16 or SM30. You have
Mhm.
access for authorized table, but you don't have access to the transaction from which you can access the table. So this is
Mhm.
open fields unless you provide access for SM30. SM30 or SM16 to display that table.
Mhm.
You can create some like custom T-codes in that directly they can access the particular table. Access for SM30 and SC16 also. SM30 is one of critical T-code. We usually
Mhm.
never provide access of SM30 in production system venues.
Okay.
We create the custom T-code for that table and they can access it from there. The basis we can provide, the basis people we can provide, not to any other. Basis
Okay.
security we can provide. So make this rule as a display. I think only one authorization object remains. No, this is deactivated, no problem. This BC underscore C.
Yeah.
So that A, B, BC underscore A, BC underscore C, these are the authorization class.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
under authorization class, we have authorization object. Under that, we have authorization instance. Then we have authorization value fields. So activity is one of field. Then
Mhm.
C language is one of field. The trans subject is one of the field, authorization field. It's not translate, it's not needed, you can directly deactivate. It's really for the translation purpose. We are not going to do it.
So
But
deactivate.
you think that you can access the these keycodes or not from whatever authorization you have provided.
Mhm.
Do you think? But test this rule. Assign it to your user and test this. All the three transactions. Generate. When you click on generate, the authorization profile will create. As I told you yesterday that one role has multiple profiles. Click on
Yes.
generate. So once you generate one authorization profile name, here you can see the profile name. PAH. So this is the profile name for this.
Okay, so this has been auto-generated.
It's auto generated.
Okay.
Yes, see. Execute. Your role has created, go back.
Yeah, just in case.
And whenever you are creating role like basis, this critical role, like we, the one of the critical role, client administration. So keep habit of testing, do the unit testing by yourself before asking for basis people, because we have done so many restrictions. We have to make it as completely different. You don't know whether it works or not. It will work or not.
Mhm.
That's why it's better to check it by your own. Assign your testing ready. Not this best. It's having a secure.
Sorry, didn't get you.
Go to user,
Okay.
enter the test user ID here. Enter. Do the user comparison. So in this way, the user buffer of this data, user will get refreshed. Or the authorization object are available in this role, or this
Mhm.
profile get added to the buffer of the user. Full comparison. So you can see the last comparison has been just user ID. So I was saying that assign this role to test user ID because this best user has access for recipe all profile. So it will not check any other authorization because it's have recipe all.
Mhm. Okay.
So you can log in with this test user and check whether the keycodes are working or not. Reset the password because we don't know the password. We have done the password generation.
Yeah.
Okay, execute the transaction one by one. Here you have client copy first. In the menu only you had these 4 transactions. So whatever transaction you are adding from role menu, that will appear in the user menu.
Okay.
Just double click on the client copy, special selection. No authorization for this client copy. Something which we have provided is not sufficient. Okay, client administration. You can see this system contains so many clients.
Mhm.
I think as for locations, the clients are available.
Yeah.
200 is for the location. Back. So this one is working. Not working. Delete line. No authorization. So here you don't we have not created any role
Mhm.
specifically. That's why we cannot check the missing authorization.
Yes.
Go to the client administration, the second keycode. Double click on 200 client display. Select and display 200 client. Or directly double click on that. No. Okay. Display only, yeah. It is in the will open, it's in display. Double click. Here, the client is GRC client, CT is dollar James, then logical system name. It's basically used for basis related activity And GNGRC also we need this logical system name. It's identification. Here, change and transport for client specific. Automatic recording of changes is allowed. Change without automatic, no changes allowed means the client is not modifiable. Here, change to repository and class client customization is allowed. You can do the changes. Here, other options are available like no changes. Here, zero restriction. It's a development plan. That's why you can see this. Like changes are allowed. If it is production, then completely. Here in no changes allowed. In the first transport, no changes allowed. In the cross-client object also, you will say no changes allowed. Restriction also, you may have 3 or 4 restrictions. Protection. There is also meaning of this, protection level 0, 2, 3. 3 type of protections are there, 1, 2, 3, and they are meaning to that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how you can see whether client is open or not. One transaction is working, not other 4.
Yes.
Just check with your user ID. Go to our best user ID. Yes, 53. Yes. Now we will check missing authorization from our test user ID for this test one. As vaccination.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So here, the store check is there. Na? Before that, you have insert option. Before this, yeah. Yes, so there. Display for different users. So here you can add our e-test one. Check what are the missing authorization. The last transaction was successful. Check with the related one. Execute. Close that.
Oh, yeah.
For SC4, it was checking 0 to, okay, no problem. SW now, SC4, ignore SC4 because we were able to check that in display, so no problem in that. Scroll down. Check for other transaction. SCCL. Yeah. Check for SCCL, what was missing.
Oh,
Scroll down and it's fine. So here is the transaction name SCC1, and here you can see what is the missing authorization. If you expand this any node of SCC1, you can see. Expand. So here it's SCC1 is for client copy. For doing client copy, you need access for cross client table maintenance. Access for cross client because we are going to maintain client data from one client to other client. One client we are going to copy the table to other means you need access for that cross client maintenance, and we are not provided this. That's why the transaction has not worked. If you make it as X in your role, it will work. Just try and make it X in your role, and then check with the best user working on it. Go to change mode, change authorization data directly. Not good. In the edit authorization above export mode. Last but one option.
yeah.
Yes. WCL.
This one.
Yes. It's fine. Add a pixel. Go to change mode and
Can we select both?
yeah.
So, every time if we are making any change to role, we need to generate it.
Yes, yes, yes. Then only the authorization object will add it to the profile.
Okay.
If you not generate, now your role become yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back. So I will tell you the significance of that. Here, your authorization tab is in green.
Yes.
Means all the authorization details were updated. If you have added anything, and if you are not generate that, it will become red, yellow. And if there are org values, and if you not maintain that, then it will become red.
Okay.
You now check the keycode with the test user. Do the buffer reset in AC53. Yeah, here, go to the more option. Do the authorization value first. Reset user. And now check with the test user.
Again, ASU53.
No. Go to the test user and check the keycode SCC1 and SCC8, whether it's working or not. Yeah. Back. Okay, local can no, this was working. That
Yes.
again some other authorization application needed. Maybe transport related access needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, PNC. User ID.
Not authorized to use ASU53.
It's your best user ID. Here just refresh.
Directly we can.
Before the store check, store checks.
SCC4, SCCL. So
Check
in this ASU53, whatever is appearing in this red color, so
the
it's
missing piece.
these are the missing field.
Yeah, missing authorization.
Okay.
Specifically is for missing authorization. Red means these are the things which are not. So here if you observe this S_sys_R_WBO. This the authorization object does not get fetched in our role, but still it is checked.
Oh.
So in S224, this is not maintained. Like this
Mhm.
authorization object is going to check for this key code. We have maintained whatever we got here transport related that the local client copy when we do the it also asks for the transport. That's why it's asking create transport type CLCP as a for transport.
Mhm.
So like so these are the missing things you need to add it, then only your transaction will work.
Okay. So all these fields I need to add. So now I will have this SU53 screenshot. I will go to the role and whatever missing fields like T code, then activity, all these I'll continue adding.
Yes, until it works.
Okay.
So that's why I asked you to the unit testing, right? For us, we have created row, right? We have added the
Mhm.
other.
Mhm.
If you assign it to user will say it's not working.
Yeah.
If you added thousands of key codes, then obviously we cannot test. But if it's only one or two key codes, then it's better to do the testing. So that from our side, we can reduce the iterations of mails.
Yes.
You have provided, he is testing, it's not working, then we are, because he directly not provided the AC250. They just say that transaction is not working. Then we will again send mail like provide AC250. He will provide AC250. If in the same time if he is provided, okay. If it is at post other day, then the ticket will become aging ticket.
Yes.
So that's why unit testing is important.
Mhm.
In case of Fury, it's very, very important.
Okay.
So likewise, you need to create roles. So it's Sunday, just create role for basic security related things. Check the what are the and create one common role as well.
Okay.
So do the Google, check what are the basic T codes which should be available with all the users. Like AC53, school print related access. These are some common T codes which every user should have. And there are some other as well which should be available with all users. So create role for that. And then we will test, you just test whether it's working or not.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and okay. And what about 7 critical profiles? Yesterday I asked you.
7 critical profiles.
Give me the list of 7 critical profiles tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Check
Yes.
what are the 7 critical profiles. And
Yes.
also check the type of client restrictions, like protection 01, 02, 03, if you have time.
Client.
Protections. In
Okay.
SAP, we have that client protection
Okay.
01, 02, 01. What is the significance of that?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
So tomorrow we will create the composite role.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can create one role for user administration, one role for role administration, then one for basis create the transport related role, then client administration, then school administration, likewise role you create so that you can create the composite.
Okay.
Just note down what type of roles you need to create.
Yes. So for basis transport, then user.
For basis, create one role for transport administration, one
Hmm.
role for client administration, other for school administration. Okay. And
Okay.
one is for a system parameter, like RZ4, 10, 11. So 4 role for basis, 2 role for security, user and role administration.
Okay.
Then one common role, it is a development system. So every user need access for transport as well because we are basis and security people. We also need access for transport. So you should create 2 rules for like common rules. One is for transport creation and release of transport. In that you need to only provide access for creation of the transport request and release transport request. Okay, not any other
Okay.
access.